Hello and welcome to your Friday, October 23rd Day Weather video segment. It's feeling a lot more like fall, a lot more like typical Wyoming weather across the region. We saw some nice rain and snow in many locations over the last 24 to 36 hours. And today we've had some brisk northwest winds keeping a chill on the air. Here in today's segment, we're going to take a look at how much rain and snow fell across the state over the last 36 hours and what we can expect for the weekend ahead. Welcome back. Let's take a look at a satellite map from today. The storm system that brought the rain and snow we'll talk about here in just a little bit is now off to the northeast. It'll be moving into Minnesota and Canada, and back behind it we have high pressure moving into the state and region. This is going to make for nicer weather this weekend. Back in the Pacific Northwest, our next weather maker is starting to move out of the eastern Pacific, and come Monday into Tuesday, it'll try to bring some cooler weather and maybe some showers to Wyoming and the northern and central Rockies and Plains. If we look at the far bottom of this satellite map, we have Hurricane Patricia. It is the strongest hurricane ever recorded now in the Western Hemisphere, 25.99 inches of mercury. That is an extremely strong hurricane and has sustained winds at a whopping 200 miles an hour. It's going to be making landfall here this evening and tonight, then moving off to the northeast, and it's going to bring a lot of rain to Texas and the southern and southeastern United States. Won't be a hurricane anymore, but nonetheless, it's going to have a lot of torrential rain associated with it. Let's take a look now at some snow data from this latest weather system. Using Google Earth and SNOWTEL snow data, let's take a look at snowfall that fell over the last few days across the state and region. This first map is from Tuesday. It shows a little snow across the high Uintas and then across the western and northwestern mountains here in Wyoming. Wednesday, well, we had a little snow overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. A little snow in the Snowies, likewise for the northern and central mountains of Colorado. And we saw our snow across the Uintas and the western and northern mountains here in Wyoming expand a little as well. Wednesday night into Thursday, a little further expansion of some light snow across our high mountains. The best snowfall and the best coverage came, though, last night into this morning, and we saw snow expand across the southern mountains of Wyoming, all across Colorado. This dark blue is anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of snow in the high mountains. This light blue in the Laramie Valley is just a trace to an inch, and we saw 2 to 5 inches in the highest elevations of the Laramie Range, including the summit, and 3 to 6 to 4 to 8 inches of snow across the Snowies and Sierra Madres. Let's take a quick look now at some rainfall totals from this storm system in the plains. Here's Coco Reyes precipitation data for Wyoming over the last 24 hours, ending at 7 a.m. this Friday morning. All the yellow dots is anywhere from 4,200 to 9,800 of an inch of rain. That's some really good rain all across south central and southeastern Wyoming. Orange dots, 9,900 to 1.47 inches. And the red dots is 1.5 inches to almost 1.75 inches. And you can see all across eastern Wyoming, we had some really nice rainfall. The further west you went, the lesser we saw just a trace to maybe 1/10 of an inch. A few quick images from this morning now, then we'll get into our weekend forecast. This is from about 8:40 this morning near the summit on I-80 in between Cheyenne and Laramie. Here's Lake Owen from this morning. We can see Lake Owen is starting to freeze over, and they had a little bit of light snow. Snowy Range ski area from this morning had anywhere from 2 to 4 inches, higher amounts up on the summit. Now taking a look at forecast temperatures across Wyoming. It's going to be milder. We'll be looking at temperatures 50s and lower 60s generally across the plains. Pick out your favorite location for this weekend. Nighttime lows across lower elevations ranging from the lower to mid to a few upper 30s. Up in the mountains, daytime highs generally into the 30s and 40s, lows 20s. And we do look to be dry this weekend, and overall winds will be pretty nice as well. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the nicer weather conditions. This concludes your day weather segment for your Friday.